Hey peeps, Pinkolol16 here in another video of Starman3's the commentator. We're up to Secret of the Multi-Dimensional Road. There was a person who didn't get credited for this idea. Mario761. Mario761 was the creator of the idea of the multi-dimensional road in the first place. Do you remember this popping up in Blooper 40? Yes. It was the areas that some of the doppelgangers and the heroes fought in. This was because, well, we needed an explanation for the random backgrounds that happened to be instead of just, making them take place in Sony Vegas noise effect dimensions. No, the multi-dimensional road is the nothingness between the dimensions. So in between the Blooper Land and the Star World dimensions lies the multi-dimensional road. And technically within all of the dimensions. It's just that space within the cycle. That space of nothingness that you travel between. And that gets exposition in this video. MM761 was for a long time held up about the fact that he didn't get credited for the fact that Starman3 did this video and didn't credit him for the idea of the multi-dimensional road in the first place. You notice how MM761 was the only one who made any of the GSFs in that series that actually even mentioned the multi-dimensional road in the first place? In fact, it was only in the GSFs that the multi-dimensional road was even mentioned, aside from maybe a few points outside, but it was mostly MM761 who mentioned it in his fight scenes. So of course he was the one to come up with the idea. Aside from, of course, he mentioned it in the group. Yes, let's make Blooper 41 already. What? It's just over. You two didn't take part in it. So why should you be even feeling like you're even part of the whole matter? You barely even took part in it at all. Super Mario 64 Blooper 40, more like Super YouTube Rangers Blooper 40. Yeah, it's the multi-dimensional road. It's just a thing. Who cares? It's what I heard from the hive mind. Because there's no way Luigi should even know. Unless they told him off screen. Or this hive mind thing's in effect. Yeah, we're not gonna put Mario Game or even Mario 551 or even Crimson in this. We're just gonna credit Mario 761 for all those green screen fights. The others don't count. Who were they? Like Starman3, but not what would Mario say? It's kind of difficult to just say Mario because there's two of them in this case, and it's really difficult. So, just think of the relevant one that I'm talking about. Yeah. Of course he let him have a break from the green screen fights. There's a reason why there's none in this video or in future videos. Who cares? There's this thing where you go in and out of canon. Does that mean that you have to conspicuously point out that people are breaking fourth walls? Or yourself? Also, we're reusing recordings because laziness. Oh, and apparently he lost the game just because he broke the fourth wall. I don't get that logic. More like a Starman3 joke. Mario shouldn't even be in the scene. What were you doing in there? Waiting for your cue? Wow, someone mentions the name of a dimension, and it instantly calls out people from their doors. Fourth dimension, everyone comes out of every single door. Seriously, This text is all relevant to Starman3 alone, not all the rest of these people. Also, Alberto's meant to be here. Look who's repeating the recordings with no context. Alberto's meant to be right here. Where is he? Yeah, MM761 for reasons in the context unknown, aside from the fact that he created it, and these two only because they physically visited it. And what will Mario and Starman3 know? Starman3 only fought Starman3 in that location. How is he expected to know what even happened around him? All that mattered to Starman3 at the time of that video was he was fighting Starman3 to save the world. That's all he knew. Why would he know anything about the world that he was fighting in? Because why would that matter to him? The only reason they went to the multi-dimensional road the first time was because Starman3 opened a portal that sucked them in. So first of all, how would we even be expected to enter the darn place? And two, why would it even matter to them when they were in there the first time? Who's gonna be expected to open it? Starman3's not around anymore. Oh wait, Starman3's going to because he's the center of the universe and he can do literally anything the plot demands. Starman3 is gonna do it anyway, and Mario's just gonna tag along because he went the first time. In fact, it's a darn thumbnail for this video. Let me just pause to read this text, because if I can't read it whilst the video is going along, then that's really bad. I can't, seriously. But please there's a thing, no, what the hell? Starman3 text globs his colors on the spot, so he'll just randomly be inconsistent with his text, even 1 second after the person said something. You noticed it with Mario Star, right? Yeah, that's what he does. He'll randomly color pick in Sony Vegas or something, and he won't even see if it's not even going to go bad on the eyes. These two purples together are a really bad combination, so let me just really read this close. So, how far apart in the continuity did this happen? Because Starman3 looked pretty fine after he was going to go heal Mario after the whole debacle where Mario ended up almost dead. And he looked pretty fine there, so I don't think there are any repercussions for the fact that he fought, you know, his doppelganger. So, why are they tired? Is it just a mental tired? Like, oh god, that took a year. More than a year, several years for me to get it done, so I'm not even going to make any activity for several days. Even if for some reason they made a prank video what would have been a couple of days ago, or maybe a week. Oh yeah, he appears, but apparently a thing happened with them in Minecraft and it forced Mario 6 times 5 to leave. They never spoke of him again, and I still to this day have no idea what happened, because none of the two sides refused to even speak about it in the first place. I only spoke to him once on Skype, and that was really early on, and then they never spoke again. I don't understand the problem. Mario 521's in the cupboard of the lost characters that may come back every so often. Mario is the next Sinbad, quote unquote, because he's like the side character. I'm a new ranger of YouTube Rangers, who's going to leave in a few, you know, weeks or months from now, who's probably never going to appear again. I'm literally only here because I want to know what the multi-dimensional road's about. Totally not because I'm into games or something, like the rest of the group is. Somebody that's not going to be you. Also, debut appearance of, MO6, obviously. And also, hello J-Bro, again. In an actually relevant position this time. And then he gets banned. I'm kidding, but J-Bro did have this really long journal on DeviantArt about how he hated Starman3 and his actions, and some of that extended to points in this specific year when this was made. 2012, if you're not sure. For 1 second! Yes, I'm not making this up. They're literally just gonna expect Starman3 to open the portal even though he didn't do it the first time. And where did he get this power? I'm not exactly sure. Why are you surprised that he's asleep? Wasn't your previous script line saying that now it's my time to shine for me to wake him up? But then again, we're talking about the guy who made these kinds of script lines in Jump In Anytime. Everyone's confused and they need you to fix it because you're just the magical soul of everything. My second home. Yes, I'm not that. Remember how close he got with Mario to that point where he called it virtual brother? Those things where you get really close to something? Yeah, that's the degree he took it to when he was doing things like the fourth dimension and you know, Mario with the virtual brother thing. So yeah. Stereotypical cricket sound. Really? Because he's been sleeping for like the past X amount of time. How? What? Couldn't that have been reworded to, we wanted to find out what the MDR holds in it, instead of, you know, here's a bonus offer for you, even though it was never an offer and we just wanted you to do this anyway. That's the same script line that you just said. Also, J-Bro can apparently predict the future, because apparently this is going to happen. And of course they're going to watch the portal. Don't you guys function on a hive mind where whatever the other person says, you should be aware of it? Barring Starman3 at some points, because he'll just randomly tune out whenever he wants to. Yes! Where to meet the correlations. Do you want to go there? Of course you do. That's what this whole video is about. And what all of the other characters have been saying. Nah, it'll look exactly the same. I still don't know why Mario is relevant to all of this. If Starman3 can visit the dimension and just open the portal, then Mario shouldn't need to come along. Because, like, if Starman3's the one who can open the portal and explore it, then why should he only need to pick only Mario 54? Aside from the fact that, oh, you know, it's the obvious, I know he's my best friend and all that, and I want to just take him along with me just cause. Because I care about him more than anyone else in this entire video. I'll just leave this video now. So yeah, assume that all the extra scenes of this video, of the extra 12 minutes, is taken from the first person perspective of all of the other characters, because they literally have no part in this other than this first half. Quarter it, maybe. Wow, is it so ingrained in them that they're literally mumbling it while asleep? Does Captain Mario Star and the others go to this degree? I'm watching them fight in the portal. Does that literally happen? Referencing various videos.
Forget about that day.
Not referencing a video or a joke that's, you know, already, that was dead before it even started. Also, how would he know he was saying it? He was asleep! We must know about the multi-dimensional road. Why? I have no idea. In fact, why do they need to know? It was just the area that they fought in, nothing more. But then again, this is the same people who find interest in the fourth dimension and the Star Road of all places, so of course they're gonna have this kind of thing. You find out that there's another YouTube Rangers and they all go bonkers, so there's really no point. But his doppelganger doesn't exist anymore! Aren't you guys aware of this? Like, you've been referencing it all video, aren't you aware that it's over? Isn't Starman3 gone? It doesn't matter if you go there now. Why would it be a trap? All of the other characters have been wanting to know the first half of the video, or quarter, that they want to go to the multi-dimensional road. Starman3's gone! He wouldn't come back just because he's been lingering around in there. We saw him vanish.
I said, forget about that day.
Let's just insert voice clips. Seriously, why is referencing the day bad? I mean, of course, like, if he wants to say forget about those instances, then you can give more context to it instead of just making it a joke. Like, to quell Mario's fears, SM3 could have said, in place of this, but I defeated Starman3. You should forget about that, because he's not there anymore. I mean, come on, you can't be telling me that couldn't have been a thing to say, right? Also, by the way, I forgot to mention it at the beginning of this, but the ratings are disabled on this too. Yeah, we're getting into that phase. That's a question I've been asking all video Mario, but you know, it's this series, so why are you even asking this? It's not the warp pipes. It's not just the warp pipes. It's other means too. Like diamonds and all that. Point being, getting to the MDR isn't just easy. Pretty sure Starman3 just got there by hacking the dimensions or something. Because the port demands it, so I'll just do it anyway. Add this to the list of powers he randomly learns and then will never use again. In fact, this whole place is a representation of that. Because we never see the multi-dimensional road after this utilized ever again. He's gonna do it because it's literally just fodder for the entire video. Also, you have really bad music syncing. He started the music in the black frames. Also, again, mask fading. Don't do it! Mario, don't bother asking these questions. If the plot demands it, the plot demands it. He'll just do it anyway. I'm gonna launch a Sony Vegas noise effect, and then another Sony Vegas noise effect will appear, and then we'll jump through it. Because the plot demands it. This power I never tried out before, that I never obtained before, that I never wanted to use before, I'm going to suddenly use now. Wow, imagine if it did fail in front of him, but that's not gonna happen. This universe is too coincidental for that. It all happens in his mind. Don't think of it as anything else. See, I told you it was going to be a Sony Vegas noise effect. Also, look how greatly that's fitting the borders. Like, that's where the sky ends, and it's in this black bit too. He clearly didn't know how to resize a portal, did he? It's all in the mind, Mario, it's all in the mind. Because don't bother asking these questions. I got a new power that I'm never going to use again. Gee, I'm pretty sure if somebody else got the ability to just make a portal whenever they wanted to that random place, I'm pretty sure they'd utilize it more than you do in any of your videos, with any of your powers. So hop in! Also, yes, we're gonna be witnesses of terrible green screen in this video. I mean, those are pictures. It really was that hard to remove the shadow. And the video actually starts here, guys. The first 7 minutes weren't relevant. Okay, so you're here, and your idea about it not being the same as before is, you know, tossed out the window. The dimension, I could say. Well, I guess the place is a better atmosphere to you, but nothing should really have changed. Yes, welcome to inversion. It's called when things are inverted. Explore around here for some reason. That's the best way to describe this video. So, exploring around here means let's just go in the castle. To be fair, with those shots where you walk in the door, you can't necessarily have that happen because in Mario Movie Maker, there's kind of a weird way of how doors work. Also, this guy's here, and we don't know why he's just randomly here. Also, do you recognize him? Yeah, there's a reason why they keep mentioning the fourth dimension. Really now? I sense another person who's really completely irrelevant to this place. Also, there's a really weird logic boundary here, which I'll mention when they actually talk about it in this video. Mario didn't do anything aside from giving him a star and, you know, being one of the causes of, you know, why Starman3 would even save the world in the first place, so I guess maybe that is true. But Mario in the grand whole fight scheme of things weird grammar there, but in the whole scheme of things, he didn't really do anything. Do you even remember him doing all that much in that video, aside from, you know, summoning the star and waking Starman3 up? And, you know, being beaten to death? That's the only thing that happened to Mario that whole fight. Expect this video to have taken place after that, you know, well, of course. With that visits the fourth dimension video, of course this all happens after that secret of the fourth dimension video. Yes, this happened off screen. Well, he's not gonna send you on a big epic adventure because you can't create things like 5 is real. 5 is real is a thing where if you do certain tasks, if you did certain tasks in the fourth dimension, you would get one of these really cool stars that would enhance your title. During the fourth dimension adventure, the heroes managed to obtain 2 of them without even knowing it, and Mario obtained the extra 3 in the video that I'm talking about, so, yeah. It was a video that framed this big epic adventure that happened around Mario, and it was alright, but Starman3 can't create anything like that, so, yeah, it's not gonna be that interesting. We already know that too! Weren't you mumbling it in your sleep? And you know, didn't they say in the beginning of the video that they were tired from that whole ordeal? Crownux should be aware of that. He just said 2 brave heroes entered the place. How many remixes of this song do you have?